back with the MDL Chengdu Major Qualifiers action. Ninjas in pajamas leading Singularity 1-0 here. Singularity going to try to bounce back. We thought their draft was decent, guys, but the lanes, they just were a complete disaster. And with that, draft 2 is underway. Will they have the answers this time around?
They look a bit outclassed, but they're going for something simpler. Kyle, you said their draft was too hard to play. Magnus is pretty easy to play as far as things come.
It's relatively simple indeed. It's one of those concepts hard to replicate. My carry has a Battle Fury, yours doesn't.
Well,
deal with it.
They can get a Battle Fury, though.
I don't know if that's replicating it, but it's imitating it.
But yes, it costs far more money.
A free one, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the free aspect of it.
It's sort of like how the other day I was staying at your house. You were paying rent, and I wasn't paying anything. But we both had the same experience. Do you know what I mean? That's what drafting a mag is like. I also think that giving NIP Kunkka but banning the Ember is a mistake. This is another signature hero.
See, the problem with that analogy is you're still spending something. You're spending a hero pick. You're spending a hero pick to get a free Battle Fury.
Yes.
The beauty of it is it obviously comes at the cost of, hey, it's a hero pick and this is one of his spells and the only thing it does, but it's typically a support. So it's like a 4 or 5 position enabling a carry to have a free Battle Fury is like you're pulling him net worth.
Yep.
Which is why
illegal. That's against the rules. That it is, but you can do it with Magnus.
There you go.
But that was keep going.
That's why we don't like seeing the 3-position Magnus, though.
Correct.
Typically, we saw Kezu play it once, but I think as a 3, this hero does not look that scary.
No, it hasn't looked that scary since Bulba actually played it back at, I think, TI6.
Well, that was scary for EG fans, not for the other team.
Yes.
Was he on EG then?
Which TI are we talking about again?
I don't remember.
Whatever team he was on.
The one... No, I don't want to flame Bulba. Shout out also to the NA teams all going to the major. Flying Papegas, Evil Geniuses, and J-Storm. Quincy Crew not qualifying. I don't think a lot of people expected that. But I will say, I actually thought the Papegas looked pretty good. Radiant team pick. I'm serious. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just waiting for you to
there's no buts. There's no buts. Also, do you agree that everything you say before a but is like
instantly
a lie?
Negated?
Yeah. That's another reason I don't like compliment sandwiches. It's like, hey, LD, man, you're really a great caster.
But,
like, okay, now what?
I think, generally, when you lead with the positive stuff and then you have the but, you want to say the but part, but the other thing you just kind of throw in there to soften the blow. So, yes, generally, it is kind of meaningless drivel, but I would say there are cases where people legitimately mean it.
I got you.
Yeah. Probably like 15% of the time, something like that.
All right, well reasoned. You get 3 points for that.
Thank you. I'll take it. I need all the points I can get right now.
Me too.
I'm not getting them in game, but I'll take them here on the panel.
Did you buy Compendium last year?
No. I did not support Dota. I watched though.
Gotcha.
I turned off my ad block.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you actually can't have ad block on your TV.
But Twitch has no ads during TI.
They have pre-rolls. Twitch automatically plays ads when you load the stream, even if Valve doesn't turn them on.
Really?
Twitch got to make its money. How are they going to make money if they're hosting the stream? They don't run any ads at all.
They don't necessarily. They get the spectacle.
They get the exposure.
Exactly.
The exposure.
Yeah.
That sounds like esports dollars. That's where
that's a valuable currency.
Yep.
I'm curious. Have you guys considered making why don't you do like a compendium on your website for summits or something like that?
We did a Dota Summit compendium once.
Yeah.
Most people didn't even remember
That was when
it.
Grant single-handedly voted a team in. He spent like $1,000 in the compendium and he got...
FDL, I think it was. Yeah. We had...
Dota fans will not spend money for the most part. I mean, even look at Midas Mode. They did spend honestly, I was very impressed by the amount, but compare that to anything in game.
It's true.
Anything in game will just and truly in game, you get to keep a cosmetic.
Why don't we set up
Valve has everyone very spoiled with what they can get for the TI pass and even the battle pass.
It's pretty value, yeah. And everyone's used to spending stuff in game and knows they're going to enjoy it.
Is there a way for us? So recently on my flight here, I watched The Matrix. And I learned a lot about backdoors.
Keanu
hacking.
before he became Keanu and had a subreddit all to himself.
10 seconds
True.
remaining.
But the point, is there a backdoor into
5
Valve's
seconds
systems?
remaining.
Can we create a compendium, or at the very least some hero sets, and surreptitiously insert them into the game and then charge for them?
Well, do you mean we, the three of us? Because 100%
Definitely not
not.
the three of us.
You realize
No.
you're talking about hacking Valve live on air for a Valve tournament. I'm sure nobody at Valve.
He's not
is
talking about hacking, just
backdoors and
no, just leaving them a present.
I'm just
leaving
asking.
them a gift.
I'm just asking questions
Yeah.
here. I'm just. That's all.
I just see names getting crossed off on a piece of paper somewhere in a Ice Frog's dungeon.
Ice Frog has a dungeon. That's a news to me.
Mm.
Wouldn't be surprised though. Probably where all the people that ask about Half-Life.
If there's a
3 go.
voodoo doll,
where do you think James has been the last 3 years? Working on his new game.
where's Diabolical, guys? I don't know. Something
guys-
ain't adding up.
You guys seen James on camera lately?
That's an interesting theory. Maybe we'll have to break him out once we break your sets in. That's a whole other story. The draft is soon to conclude. I love the Bloodseeker pick from NIP. Nico Baby looked unstoppable in that third game for Alliance. And also shout out to them for being the first to qualify. That's got to feel good for Loda. And really all of those guys, they were sort of the misfits. You know, no one really was offering Limp, offering Fada the spot on a big team. And they all just sort of came together, very talented, and just could have more potential than perhaps any of us really predicted.
I think Fata as a 5 is going to be a great leader. Like
Yeah.
I have a lot of faith in him. Like he's played on with such great captains before. He's played on Secret. He's
Yeah.
played with Kura on Liquid. He's played on some big teams, and he's a great mind for Dota. And I think he's going to do great things.
I think if there's any sort of criticism I've heard about him throughout the years, it was that he was like too vocal. Like he sort of acted as this secondary captain for a while, and that can create friction, obviously. And I think it's about time that we had another player switch to 5 with that sort of mind, because we really just have a dearth of, not a dearth. A dearth means too many, right? We have too few captains.
A lack of.
We have a lack of captains,
Yeah.
and I don't know why. I think it's because everybody wants to queue for ranked roles as a core.
Well, now you've got to do support because you don't find a game, so we're going to get more 5s probably. Everyone's like, well, I can't find a game as core. Time to become a 5.
Well, that's how it should be. You know, that's the benefit of role queue.
Yep. But yeah, this new Alliance team I think has a good ceiling. Oh, you okay there, Kyle? All right. Anyway,
Well, we know
good.
how he feels about Alliance.
Whoa, what's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. They're making you sick.
last pick, Razor. I saw some clowny stuff with a Razor over in CIS where it was a Razor versus Viper mid, and this Viper was like wave cutting behind the mid tier 1 tower. It was super questionable.
Questionable by whom?
By the Viper, it
Okay.
did not work at all. And he started tanking tower shots. I don't know what he was doing, but
Whoa. What? Speaking of, wouldn't we have maybe liked a Viper in this game over a Razor? You would have removed the passives from all 3 cores. How does Axe play Dota? Sitting in Nether Toxin.
how does Kunkka have a passive?
Tidebringer?
Passive?
I
It
think
gets
so.
disabled
Yeah.
by Viper?
I think so.
Does it prevent it from cooling down, or like what if you already
It's not
have it?
passive.
It's a passive.
I don't think it's even classified as passive.
It is weird though, right? Because it's not like a spell that you cast.
Maybe it's called a passive, but it's definitely not one that's disabled.
It is an auto cast ability.
Yes, a target
With-
unit. It's an autocast. Like it's like saying Drow's frost arrows are a passive.
So
Just with no mana.
it would have
cost.
been
2 cores though, but yes.
2 cores.
Yeah.
2 cores would
But
have lost the
one pretty
passives.
important core.
I think the Viper's lane mid is not the greatest versus Kunkka necessarily.
It's true.
I mean, Viper's lane mid is not great in general, but you just fall back to jungle. Viper's just been nerfed a lot, and his jungle is not as good either.
Can you do me a favor? Can we look at the Bloodseeker real fast? I just want to let all the players know in Dota. See how he's skilled Blood Right? Not his Q. That's because it does 125 pure damage, and it costs 70 mana. You should get this skill first. That's all. Please stop skilling Q, Bloodseekers. You don't help me lane with you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming
40.
to Kyle's TED Talk.
That was a quick TED Talk.
I'm sorry. I've been queuing for all roles, and I've literally gotten only hard support for the last 3 weeks. And level 1 abilities actually make such a huge difference.
Yep.
Even like the LC in the previous game. If he goes 1-3-1 instead of 3-1-1, it could be a completely different experience for him. But he played too aggressively instead of just trying to recover, get XP and CS, and sustain.
And there's certain heroes that have just come into the meta because of their level 1 abilities. The other one we've seen is Coddle. Coddle is like back as a top 5 position because of this level 1 blinding light that we've seen just be really effective in the lanes.
Oh, we are going to see a little skirmish here. Nice cliff skewer by Saberlight. He's going to snag his bounty rune, make it 3 for the Radiant squad.
You can take the Peter out of EG, but you can't take the EG off the cliff.
Beautiful stuff. But fortunately, that's what the teleport scroll is for, so he'll go right back. And here we go, guys. It's NIP versus Singularity, game number 2. By the way, production, my soundboard is muted. Let's get into it.
He's like, I need my soundboard.
Yeah, I really like this. If you look at Nip, look at the axe. Yep, they draw a circle, but it's too late. This is how you offlane. I love it. And this is something. Can I get a soapbox real quick to praise PPD for a little bit?
Sure.
This is what his teams
Can you
always
imagine
do well.
Kyle a few years ago saying, "Can I get a soapbox to praise PPD?"
It's the little things, man. I'm telling you, the reason his teams consistently do well, right? If you gave the man S-tier talent, he'd give you S-tier results. He's been playing the last couple seasons with like that next level, but he always makes sure that like they're doing the right things. Little things like this. Having your support feed first blood just to ensure your axe gets the first couple waves, that's a big deal. It means Uni will actually have a game.
Let's see. Dragging these creeps back. They did give up first blood here. Biver got caught out by
He's
the
on the cliff
tri-lane.
again! Beat is back!
Skewer number 2, and TP cooling down soon, but no mana
mana
for it. He's going to be stuck here for a long time.
He was contesting Saberlight's wave cutting and wave pull from behind the tower. And
The life and times of PPD. Chilling
Universe?
on a cliff. Meanwhile, more importantly, Universe getting caught out
nice
here.
toss, cancel south.
They will snare him. They've got the boots advantage here on Tiny. Will he be able to catch up? Oh, the uphill miss.
I don't know if you want to waste another
With
south.
the battle hunger slow, though, I'm not sure if they can get in range. No mana here. Looks like Universe will make it back.
Wait, guys,
Yeah?
Peter's still on the cliff.
Kyle, are you freaking not
That-
paying any attention whatsoever to anything we're saying?
No, I am, but I just wanted to make sure that perhaps the
Okay.
viewers that missed it notice. Can we go back to the cliff cam? Here we go.
You realize this is a separate time he's been on
Yes,
the
he
cliff.
got cliffed
Just
again.
making sure you're...
And you know he's been up there already for like a minute
Yes.
and a half, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
And we said he has no mana, and he's got to wait for it.
But he'll have mana soon. And
that's
he's got to watch Saberlight.
like a
I
hawk.
could have stopped you.
Oh, this Rubik in a bad way as Viver's going to give up another kill.
You shouldn't have cast a curse him. You're saying how his players always know where to be on the map. I'm pretty sure this is not where Peter needs to be on the map.
You know, I was a little suspicious when I was like, can you imagine Kyle a few years ago having praise for PPD, and now we figured out what it was all really about.
What?
Just get a little hex on him, little
Oh,
voodoo
yes.
curse, make sure that PPD can never surpass
It's true.
Kyle the Great. King Kyle,
Well, look, he'll never be able to take Han
Lord of the
away from
casting
me.
desk.
Who cares about millions of dollars? Well, never mind.
We'll just let you
I feel like
ruminate on
everyone
that.
cares about millions of dollars.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have.
Someday talent fees will be millions of dollars, Kyle. Until then, you'll be sleeping on Parker's couch.
I fear for that day because that means that the standards for talent may raise exponentially, and I'm not certain I'm going to make the cut.
Truer words never spoken. We should all live in fear. So
See, I don't know if I should be worried because you didn't say, "Oh, don't worry, Kyle, you've got this. You're a talented professional."
This isn't your therapy session.
Sure.
I'm here to deliver a broadcast for the people.
Mm.
And right now, I would give us a D. But we're going to step it up, guys. I promise you deserve better. We will give it to you. Take a look at this bottom lane where Universe getting caught out again. The Avalanche comes through. Can they kill him off? Some good burst damage, but the 2-hero call. Where's those spins? Not really getting enough of them. Now starting to stack up as DNZ drops low. He will get the 1-for-1 trade. Excalibur getting stunned. And he'll just walk away. Meanwhile, up top, you guys mentioned you don't really like the offlane Magnus. He has gotten the 2 cliff plays. Is getting okay CS here, but certainly not going to stop this Bloodseeker of Skyder from doing whatever he wants.
The problem is that it's a 1v1, you're getting crushed. That's a huge issue. And there's a tri-lane bottom, so at a point, Bloodseeker's going to get tons of speed and just dive mag.
I think it's better than some of the others because it is kind of a 1v1, but he also kept the Ogre busy for the first 3 minutes. So they're winning bottom lane because, you know, Ogre was on the cliff.
Yeah. Sure.
Often what you see is, the support Ogre could have been bottom all along, and then, you aren't feeling good.
DNZ, nice play there, but the Ogre not dead yet. PA going to get caught out. Lifted, drop down, blinks back, and PPD lumbers forward into his death. Universe gets a few punches in, but can't complete a kill. This is just making it easy for Skyder, though. Diving under the tower, getting the harass in, he can heal it right back up, and this is going to be a scary Bloodseeker. Closing in on level 6. Definitely some opportunities here for him to find kills soon.
Yeah, this Magnus may just have to fall back in jungle, but nobody can really easily lane against him. Top is the problem right now.
Razor? But you don't really want to move him.
Yeah, I think it's, you don't want to move Razor for sure. And it's like that any +1 with Bloodseeker, like an Ogre or anybody with a stun comes, and it's just free kills.
And they can leave Axe. Axe may die, but it's going to take a huge investment with 2 melee heroes bottom. Tiny and PA.
Mid lane.
We're going to try to converge on Gunner, but Kunkka so far back. Can they really kill him off? They do have a Mango here for the toss. He gets the creep, or Mage getting chucked around. And
missed that one up.
Yeah. He's now in trouble. Suddenly the gank turns, and NIP converging on the Razor.
They're just forcing it too hard. Like, even if they get that toss back that Tiny was looking for, I don't think they get the kill. They're going to die for sure. It's not worth diving those towers for a kill at this stage of the game. Kunkka's already having not an amazing lane. He's been pushed out of the lane a few times by this Razor, and you just don't need to go for that.
Going to try their luck here up top against the Bloodseeker. They did, however, miss that first shockwave. Do they have the damage for it? It's only a level 4 Magnus. The chuck into the skewer back. The Avalanche canceling the TP. This could be huge. Can they kill him off, though? Fast Bloodman on the run into the trees. He does bring them low. He's getting a little more speed, and they will pop the Mango here. Now to the south he goes. They need this kill. They need it bad. He's juking them out. Through the trees he goes, and one more hit. They got him. Man, they had to work for that. I feel like we're watching like some sort of trick play. You know, that was like a flea flicker right there.
Both sides. Did you see what Pex did, Kyle? Like, when the Blood Rat came out, he started channeling Fortune's End himself to try purge the silence. Like, why not just use on the Bloodseeker? he mistimed it, too. It was so weird. Because it was on cooldown before that. I'm just like, why?
What are you doing? Hey, it happens. We all make mistakes.
He was going for something really flashy. I respect that.
They're going to try to set up here on Mage. They've got the bow. It's coming in. Can they bring him down in time? Mage will pop his stick. Good job keeping him alive there. The Oracle with the support. Now the Avalanche coming through. Rotations all over the place from Singularity, looking for the toss back, but PPD a bit too nimble on the Ogre. He'll make it back.
They were a bit of overlap happy on that. They actually overlapped.
Saberlight, where's your mana for the TP out? He doesn't have it. This should be a kill for Skyder.
I really like the way NiP finished their draft. They saw the Mag PA. They understand the concept that Singularity is looking for to win. And they have now 2 BKB Piercers that'll just mess with the way the orange player Excalibur wants to play the game. They're going to lose Peter again, but this is one of those deaths that every 5 position dreams of. You create space, 3 enemy heroes around you. You didn't ward, which could perhaps increase the chances of the enemy squad messing a sentry. Or it could have just been a feed. Who really knows?
What is feeding anyway?
Luckily, it's Dota. You respawn. They're gonna. This is. I don't know what Dean Ishka is doing here. He's
feeling ballsy. He gets the chuck back into the Oracle.
What?
Rubik's like, yep, I'm good. I'll see you later, bud.
We saw it a bit last game on his Rubik positioning. He's made some really gung-ho plays. This is like one of those fours that always wants to be like going for kills and doesn't know like kind of when to chill out.
Oh, another death here for Saber Lady. TP back to the lane. Can Dinchka turn this around? No, it's not going to happen.
So that's the difference between space creation and feed, by the way. If anyone was paying attention to the play of the supports over the last
subtle
minute.
nuances.
The subtle...
of not running into 3 heroes as a tiny.
He has tranquil boots in a bottle. 0 armor, no shield. In what universe is diving a creep wave a good decision? Oh, Peter.
Space again?
Oh, yeah. See, notice how he's running towards the enemy base.
Creeps are hitting the tower here. A little bit of chip damage.
All part of the plan. He will get that ward down eventually.
So intent on warding the enemy jungle.
But it does look at that. Dire, they collect 3 runes. Why do they get 3 runes? That's right.
Why do they, Kyle?
The
Please
bottom lane
tell
was
us.
abandoned.
Thanks, Dad. Oh, try to catch out Skyder here. Dunchka diving him deep. They get the slow. I don't think you're chasing this. Yeah, he's going to learn his lesson. Back off. Bloodseeker getting away again.
One of those things where Tiny had a great start to the lane stage, set up so many kills, and I think because of that, he just wanted to keep doing that. And as a result, I mean, he's 3-2-3, which sounds like a decent score in a 4 position, but he's kind of led his team in the wrong direction.
How about this Mag's net worth? This is not, and this is the issue we have with the core Mag. I think he's effectively now. He might as well be a support. His role is the same. It's empower this PA.
They're going to run into Universe here. They committed a smoke for this. NIP did have division, although I don't think they actually saw it. Chucks him back, up and down. They get the kill, but that was a tier 1 bottom taken in the meanwhile. And Gunner setting up. Wants a piece of Saberlight. Look for the Rubik to combo here and steals the Shockwave, but Skewer's out of the path but gets pulled back in. X into the boat. Quick kill. Maybe looking for more Excalibur chasing forward. Lifted up, dropped down.
They've got
and
heroes coming,
on the retreat. Can they dive this tower, though?
Don't think they
This
want
could
to.
get very dangerous against the Bloodseeker.
Is this really what? Is this
no
what?
TP
low.
for 15. They're still
They have
diving.
Oracle ulti. That's, I mean, partly why, but...
Do they really commit for this? By the time they could dive, there would be TPs incoming, and Mage wants to go for it. Gets the 2-hero plasma field. Does he have the damage to finish off Biver? Brings him low, lacking the vision, though. Torrent's going to discourage pursuit. And backup's
like
about to come in. Cut the path to freedom. Yep, through the trees.
Biver,
Can he make it out? One more plasma field. Gunner now starting to take some damage. They're going to snare him up with the Oracle. Chase him forward. Avalanche, another kill. And just now the Bloodseeker able to rotate in. Man, if Skyver had his TP ready, that would have been a very different story.
He did get near half damage onto the tier 2 bottom, though.
And they took the tier 1 already, so map control overall still going the way of the Ninjas.
Yeah. I like what Gunner did there, trying to get him and his buddy out through the trees, but Singularity, they understood. I think they'd probably seen that Bloodseeker had TP'd one of these other lanes. That's why they knew they could play as aggressive as they were up top. And as a result, they get themselves some nice kills.
Yeah, Skeeter going for a more unconventional item build. He's got drums. Looks like Blade Mail's queued up next. So his late game damage output's going to suffer a bit. Surprised. I've seen both Hector, or Chris Luck, and what's his face?
Nico Baby?
Yeah, always with the Maelstrom. I think that's like a given on Bloodseeker, just to help you farm faster. He's in trouble now as well. RP is ready. Toss forward.
Old Chuck into an RP. They got the Skewer back.
They don't have toss, though.
No, they don't, actually. Okay, so they're going to try to chase him forward. Skeeter
Gotta stay on
the run. Decent body blocking. Meanwhile, they killed off PPD, who was trying to go for the TP out. They must have been able to interrupt it. But with the Rupture, Dinchka not able to pursue further. So Skeeter, the important hero, will make it out. Another death for PPD, but doesn't really matter.
Universe. Charging forward bottom 2, but not going to get anything.
I gotta say, this is a good start for Singularity. They're the team with Mag PA, and looking around at the NIP heroes, none of them have like a Midas. It's not as if they're going to be exponentially scaling anytime soon. And sure, Saberlight's game is in the dumpster, but it doesn't matter. He represents the Battle Fury. This PA is going to start scaling.
Now Skeeter's in too deep here, very far behind enemy lines. He has got the lane ward and the hill ward, so maybe felt he was safe. he was wrong.
Radiant's middle tower has
Meanwhile, Gunner does get the tier 1. So NIP, that's been their advantage, is they're able to take these towers down, get a little more map control, and now they're going to, on the back of that, try to smoke. Find initiation. Their Kunkka is closing on a relic. Could be the game changer, that fast radiance.
Oh, Mage is the big kill to get. He's the top net worth hero in the game.
He's got a Yules here to at least stall things out, but the team is quite far away. It's going to get controlled for now. Boat coming through, just delaying the inevitable, it feels. With the call, the chop, he's dead.
That's a blink as well now. That's big. The Axe is the X factor for this NIP lineup. He's going to have 4 points in taunt soon. Went for that quick blink after phase bracer. Blade Mail is going to be the big time. You go straight for that Pierre the Razor. Well, do half their damage.
They have vision up here for the Singularity side.
They're going to make a move. Axe, though, getting the call off only on the Tiny, and now they're going to chase forward. This is looking like a decent fight for Singularity. They'll rotate the Rubik in for an IP, cover that retreat. As you mentioned, Kyle, the bottom tower already low and may drop at this moment. Are they going to commit for it?
This is dangerous.
Just a few auto attacks. They're really trying to force it. The TPs are coming in. There's a shrine still
Whoa.
here. They could catch out this Kunkka, chuck him back towards the tower. RP at the ready, and he gets it off in time. Does get silenced, so they can't combo. They don't need to. Excalibur scoring the kill. Singularity feeling like they're in the driver's seat now with the Empower leveled up. The PA has a Desolator. Things are going to get scary.
Yeah. Razor's just so farmed. It's crazy. And some of these, I think, high-value kills he got early, combined with just farming the jungle with the passive.
Yeah, 5, 2, and 3. He's been in 8 of 14. Very active, under a lot of pressure, but not just dying like we saw in the Invoker, at least getting trades, even if they eventually bring him down.
What about some love from my boy Peksu? 3-0-9. Been in a place to dissuade any sort of aggression onto his cores a couple times. Put some respect on the 5 player's name, thank you. I think by far the most challenging position to excel on in Dota.
I agree, Kyle. That explains so much about you.
It's not easy.
Are you the 5 position on this cast? You should be supporting us, right?
That's my plan.
Okay.
Well, my job is to make you guys look good.
Because you're playing like a carry. I feel like you have a Midas. You're now buying a Battle Fury on your Ogre.
Really?
And
doesn't
you're
feel like
farming
that at
for
all.
late game. I'm just asking for a few wards. That's all I'm saying.
A few wards or a few more words?
A few less words, a few less words, a few more wards. That's what I'm asking for.
Come on, Kyle. You got to empower
I want
us.
the insight. I want the ore, Kyle.
How do I empower
Not
you
the
while
pharma,
also...
Kyle.
Also, they didn't deny the bottom tower. That's not good.
Some might even say it's bad.
Correct. But I'm not sure. What do you mean by empower? Does that mean talk less or talk more? Like, should I ask you questions, make bold statements that make me look
Think
dumb?
of it like you're giving me a great assist, and I'm going to dunk it. That's what it means to support.
Got it.
But you're trying to rip the ball out of the David's hands, then then dribble through 5 players by yourself.
So don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, got it.
Just stop.
I've learned my lesson.
I'm just kidding, buddy. You're wonderful. You've been great. And so, too, has Singularity as they're going to make their move onto PPD here. He's going for those ever so important wards. Nice call by Universe. Catch out, too. But where's the follow-up damage? They lack it. So everyone just walks away. Saberlight skewers in. He's got an RP. Doesn't have the Rubik, though. And from the side Mage, he thought the team was going to converge faster. And now they may end up losing their mag if they're not careful. Another silence coming through. Universe trying to get in range there for a follow-up call. Can't quite close the gap. But they did lose the Razor as he's closing on BKB. Really unfortunate timing.
Yeah, that's going to be huge timing. He already has the critical item, the Yules. That's very good to juke the Kunkka spells or perhaps
the silence.
The silence, exactly. You can also Yules the Blade Mailed Axe once he picks up that item. And the BKB means he's free to just go hard, and he'll absorb the Rupture most likely. You need to Rupture the Razor at this point, which would leave Excalibur's PA rapidly approaching this Razor in net worth, free to act in the fight as he wishes. Satanic will be his next purchase. Really like that decision. Just get raw stats, some status resist, and be able to fight through the Rupture with the Satanic pop.
It does feel like NIP's on a timer right now with, still no Radiance completed on the Kunkka, and Bloodseeker going for the Blade Mail, the constant smokes, the ganks. They're up against that Empower, ticking time bomb.
Yeah, they
And
feel
and they're
pressured.
feeling like they need to make moves.
Yep. I mean, the small little pickoffs like the last fight where they're killing the key hero in the Razor, at least they'll feel decent about, but they kind of want to get more than that.
Yeah, can you check out the awards just placed by Nip, though? Like, these are really cool. It's just a way to ensure that they're able to play the jungle super well, and then they can, just stand on top of the hill by the top Radiant Shrine, and you're effectively controlling every lane in the entire map. They even have a ward on their top shrine to ensure no one invades their own jungle in response. However, they don't have the late game, so they need to use this map control for more than a slight farm advantage. Because at some point, doesn't PA just win the game? Gods?
Theoretically.
You're up against Rupture and Call, like pretty good control for her.
Yeah, it's...
But
there's
will
an
they have
Oracle.
damage to kill her with Satanic coming?
Yeah, it's going to come down to like how well they can kite around her, like using basically Rupture. They need to be rupturing the PA as this game drags on. Like, don't allow her just to maneuver around the fights using that blink.
But then Razor's running roughshod, Like, how are you stopping the Razor at that point?
Hopefully try
Whoa!
and
RP, Blink debut.
Stole
It
RP,
has
stole
been
RP.
stolen. Biver, though, he threw it right away on the ground. Not ideal. Can they take the fight from here? Biver's down, but a good follow-up turnaround combo with the chop. They get the kill. The PA down early in the fight. Now Dinshka got to run away, and so too does Peksu. He won't make it out. That's 3 dead. The counterplay with the boat was huge. Came in with the Radiance as well, and sure, they lose the Bloodseeker here, but PA dying, that feels good.
Okay, so what happened there was, 1, Oracle didn't get his ulti off. 2, Bloodseeker got the Blade Mail off, and I think was
And PA just, like, exploded on it.
I mean, he did 1,000 damage as Bloodseeker and didn't cast a spell. So I've got to assume that, yes, he did some damage with it. And then, of course, the Radiance and the boat combo from Kunkka just putting in the rest of the work, but... You got to be... I don't know if I like that. I think the RP is fine. Also, what happened to Biver? He got the RP and just
I think he
cast
must
it.
have accidentally
He
been
double tapped it.
But that
yeah.
doesn't work like that because your spell stolen button is on a different hotkey than your ult. So
Not sure. Unfortunate, but he is going to have a mobility item here soon. Moving into the Force Staff, it looks like. So potentially could make something happen if he's able to steal it again. And that's something that could really change the game for NIP if they get a stolen RP off. Have to be careful. That was the Blink debut for Saberlight, not the fight that they wanted. NIP are ready to go again. They've got another Blade Mail in Universe, so this PA is going to be feeling the pressure to choose her targets wisely. And who do you go on at this point? Kunkka's pretty unkillable if he gets the boat off. You don't want to go on the other 2 melee carries, so ideally the backline supports.
I'd like to see them look for more toss backs. Like when Kunkka goes out of position like that, you have multiple methods of repositioning. Just a nice blink toss back into a link,
And
that
then
fight's over.
wait to RP. Wait
Yeah,
until they come in to try and help him.
Mag loves having
Here comes the smoke gank, though. Hold that
BKB
thought.
Razor.
Moving in. PPD out in front. Gets the multicast, but there comes the Tiny
Uh-oh.
blinking forward. Toss up and down. He's controlled too. Another RP. They're going to lock down as well this Ogre Magi for the time being, but PA just can't do anything in these fights. Goes for the TP out. Gunner's coming in with the Torrent. Gets the kill. They're isolating the PA. The Razor, though, is free. Can he do the damage required? Gets on top of the Kunkka. Kills off Gunner. Now Dinshka back in the fray. Skyder turned around. He doesn't have to move.
Oh, what a touch!
Universe with the big 2-hero call. He misses the dunk, but doesn't matter even though that rims out. Still gets the kill. A 4-for-1. I think they bought back there on the Tiny. No, I guess he was just able to rejoin the fight.
How's Bloodseeker so damn fast? Even with just that 1 hero alive, he was able to outrun a Razor with Yols and maxed out Aura. That was a really interesting
It has
fight.
like a buffer, right, before you lose the move speed.
That's-
Like it's
yeah,
not
that's
instant. Man, close fight though.
Seriously.
4-3.
This Rupture just destroys the PA in the fights.
What do you do? You get a Lotus, you get a Lincoln's.
I don't think there's nothing that really helps you.
Just get HP.
Survive, like be able to stand there and not die, which is Satanic or BKB. She decides the Satanic is just not going to come on time, and it's just not going to help, so it gets the BKB. I think the thing is, the Rupture sets up spells like the Kunkka, because you got to stand still. You can't move, so you can't dodge like the Torrent and the Boat, and then you die to the magic damage. So if you just BKB during the Rupture, you at least stay alive. It doesn't sound good. It's not really how you want to use a BKB, but it's better than dying.
Yeah, right. See, the thing is, right now, PA, if you think about it as a graph, right, damage is on the x-axis, so the flat one, and then you've got survivability on the y, okay? PA right now is very low, but all the way to the right. Tons of damage, low survivability. When he starts to get more HP, all of a sudden, Nip can't just win the fight in an immediate combo with an axe taunt, Conquerbolt, what have you. Singularity, they just need to stall this game out because right now, Bloodseeker, he's got a lot more survivability but lower damage, and he'll start to get outscaled by this Mag PA.
Thanks, Kyle.
What's the equation of this graph we're looking
I
at?
drew the graph, by the way. I
Is
just
it
want to say.
linear? Is it exponential?
It's just a point on a plot chart.
PA, it's like an S curve.
As time goes on,
Bloodseeker is
though,
a C.
you know? Okay.
Yeah.
Like this. Like a sideways
An
C?
upside down C. So
Okay.
it's sort of like a loopy N.
5 for the bounty runes. Both teams are up here.
Here we go. Mo jumping onto the Ogre. Dinchka getting onto PPD, but the 2-hero call again with the Blade Mail active, but Oracle gets the ult off, keeping the Razor healthy. They're going to lose the Tiny, but Saberlight coming forward, still holding the RP. NIP, no, they need to back now. Excalibur can run free as the Rupture's been committed, but do they have a way to cancel this TP? Yes, they do. Skyder on the run. Dagger slowing him down. This could be huge. Universe comes in, though, with the call on the PA. So much damage done. Doesn't have the Blade Mail, the RP, just to control and try to kill off the axe.
Whoa.
Now they are actually going to get the Kunkka too.
Oh.
Gunner on the run. No, maybe not.
Skyder's got
staying
so
alive.
much
Staying
movement
alive.
speed.
Bloodseeker
Oh.
coming in.
Oh.
No, he's killed them all. How
Wow.
did that happen? It looked like Bloodseeker was done for.
He just... Universe.
That was
What a
Universe again
hero.
with the calls.
He is an absolute god in that fight. He keeps these key heroes alive, allows the Bloodseeker to turn it around. And Gunner just like going in that Radiance. They just don't have... At that point, they didn't have BKB up on Razor. PA doesn't have BKB.
Dude, you got an AC up on Gunner now? Man, it's like you said, I can't believe Universe didn't get more love coming into the season. It was insane to me. This man is the truth, and he is proven.
He's
Look,
a
if
game
you
winner. He
get him,
makes clutch plays.
Get him into the game. His laning phase is not quite as potent as a lot of the superstars nowadays, but when you get him in a position where he can have high game impact mid to late game, there's nobody you want more.
Yeah.
He is the most clutch of the offlaners, and he's trying to punch NIP's ticket to the game, the series.
All right, moving on.
To the
NIP.
major.
pushing
major.
this
Not
tier
quite.
two.
Yeah, one more series.
They're trying to take the tower, and with that, it would potentially be opportunity to go high ground, but very scary to do that against the Magnus.
is BKB
On the
now.
backside, Mage getting
Oh my
caught
God.
out. He's
Can't
in
die
so
like that.
deep. He thought they were ready to fight. That's not the case whatsoever. They don't have a Rupture here for Excalibur, but they don't need it either. He's going to have to commit the BKB simply to
They're
retreat.
going.
They're
Really?
just falling apart. Singularity.
Really bad.
Yeah, they just...
And now they're
Flubbed
going to lose
everything.
more. Dinchka caught out. He'll die as well.
They know it's warded, but it doesn't really matter. NIP get a key kill, a tower off of it. Razor just, he TP's in, insta-dies. You can't make a play like that, and PA just wasn't there to go in. Not that she necessarily wanted to when the Razor's dead.
They didn't have RP. That's a very odd time to take a fight.
They had this idea, like, let's just force it because PA just picked up BKB. So theoretically, you know, you're hitting this power timing where you're pretty strong. You're thinking NIP might get caught by surprise, but...
Well, you know, we were talking about, well, if they rupture the PA, then what do you do about the Razor? Now there's an Aghanim Scepter on the Bloodseeker, so they've got Rupture for both.
Yeah, they're both such good Rupture targets.
Or
so.
I guess you can just wait and then reapply it if you need to. But either way, a lot of control for the... And effectively, Razor does feel like more of a melee carry, and, you know, he wants to be chasing you, getting the static link off, keep you in range of his Eye of the Storm in these fights, and he won't be able to do that.
Look how we itemized. It's like purely for move speed. If you get ruptured, none of those items do a damn thing.
Got to go fast, got to die fast.
Yeah.
You know? This is
Have you watched The Boys yet?
I have.
The
Very
eight-
good
Yep.
show.
He's like
The fast one.
the train. Well, how come
I was
can't think
thinking
of his name
I was
either?
thinking Flash. But no.
He's effectively the
Something
A train
train.
in the
A-train, yeah.
first 10 minutes of episode 1. That's currently Razor
Except
right
he
now.
ain't killing anyone, Kyle.
Well, we'll see.
All right,
No
we will see.
spoilers.
Kyle's analogies, like, they always start so strong and then they just completely flop.
It's sort of like my career.
See, I'm not going there because that's been played out, but hey, you know.
It's fine.
Sort of like your career.
Look, the secret to happiness, you got to believe your best days are ahead of you. And let me tell you, sitting at this desk, I'm certain that there will be better tomorrows.
Here we go, Singularity. One last big fight in them maybe at this point. Or at least it needs to be a fight that goes well. Smoked up, double BKBs on their cores. They need to get the jump, ideally on this Bloodseeker. Skitter is a massive problem in fights if he gets both Ruptures off.
Oh, they've already found one here with the call. Isolation. They keep on getting off Excalibur. Oracle trying to save him, keep him alive in fighting shape for now, but Gunner's coming in with the Aegis. A lot of damage. He's going to man-fight with Excalibur, held in position through the Rupture. He has stayed alive for now, but isolated on the very far side of the fight is the Tiny. They're going to keep on engaging forward. Mage coming in, locking onto Gunner, but can they get any kills in this fight? Finally, RP, it's on 2. Excalibur's going to burst. The torrent coming through. Gunner standing strong through it all, and another Rupture locking now Mage in position. He's going to back away.
The toss to
Skyder, it's cooling down soon. They're going to finish him off. They don't even need this extra one. Blinking in, buying back.
So fast.
They want to get Skyder, but he's too quick. He's too evasive. Biver tosses them away. He does end up making it out here.
Hey, Gunner?
Gunner, that was life number 1. Can he win on life number 2 is the question. Blinking forward, big commitment, skewer back. Absolute chaos, and it looks like in the end they probably do get the Gunner kill here.
He's going for the
as
clean.
well.
Nice Yules.
One more.
That would have been a kill for sure.
They'll finish him
but
off.
Skeeter's back. Skeeter's back. He gets the Rupture. Oh, my.
He's a fast boy, and
He's gonna clean
he's
up.
going to get the Tiny. Excalibur wants to man fight.
What?
PA had to buy back for that, right?
Yeah, she bought back.
that's-
She bought back.
That was an insane fight with how much was going on. Like, Tiny tossed the Bloodseeker to the Razor, who was just like, what the hell are you doing, man? And everything just went out the window once the PA bought back.
I mean, given the game state, at least numbers-wise, a slight win here for the Radiant, but your PA buyback on cooldown could cost you come next fight.
Yeah.
Not just that. I mean, it slows down his progression. You're going to need a Lincoln's after that Satanic if you want to truly stay in fights. And he's still some ways away.
Even if you get one, you could just get double ruptured, you know. So
That's not how it works.
right? You rupture him.
Rupture does not reapply.
No,
As
but
in
he'll
you break
proc
it.
the
Oh,
Lincolns,
yeah.
and then you rupture him.
Yeah, but then you're using both Ruptures.
Yeah.
But then you're taking PA out of the fight.
Well, are you, though? Because you could just pop Satanic and fight anyway.
I mean, Blood Rage will.
The idea is that
Blood
he's
Rage-
not moving,
Blood
right?
Rage breaks Lincoln's, right? Obviously, it's Lincoln's
But
is
he'd be
still good.
BKB.
But he's beekeeping.
Yeah. Sure.
The Bloodlust is going to become an issue.
See,
That's
this is what
something
I
you
was
gotta
talking
keep in
about with
mind.
supporting your fellow casters, Kyle. You're trying to trip me up. You got a little smirk on your face.
Well, I'm setting you up for success because I was going to be wrong and you were going to look right.
PA Satanic almost there. You just need an item before these
Yeah.
next fights because PA's just falling behind with the buyback and just how these fights
Yep.
are going. You need to progress.
And really quick, I just want to point to Gunner's item build here, and I love this because one, Kunga has some insane talents: 40 damage, 20 strength. That's just not balanced. But all these items, they increase his damage output, but he's so tanky. The AC is 15 armor, the halberd for the evasion and the disarm, plus the status resist. Your damage and survivability both scale.
Hold that thought. NIP moving in. Dinchka getting caught out here first and foremost. They're going to commit a rupture for this kill. Lock him in place with the torrent. Chuck away the ogre, try and slow things down, get his team out of there in time. Skyder in pursuit, though, and they've found
they
another.
got him.
Universe is there. Catch out Peksu.
They never dewarded
2
it.
supports dead.
It's,
They
it's still
literally
there.
spam pinged it when they got the kill early, and they never dewarded it.
There's a DD on the Kunkka, too. This is a really good time to fight.
This might be the tower. Gunner quickly hacking his way through it.
They purged
There
off
is
the
still another rupture
Oh,
available.
RP.
RP dragging him back, but it's still. Oh no, he actually only stole the skewer there. It looks like. So not
He's
going to be
killing
able to
himself
turn
to
the
the blade
fight around.
rail.
But Universe with the call gets the kill.
Yep.
PA dead for 100. Just cannot stay alive in these fights.
There was no Oracle to back him up. Oracle buys back now, but it's too late to save PA.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Surely you go now, right? You know PA doesn't have buyback.
I think without Kunkka alive, you're maybe a little more hesitant. Pushing high ground into tiny magnets. It's the repositioning where whoever's hitting the tower is going to get skewered or tossed back into tier 4s. And
They do have
it
their
gets
own
messy.
ghetto blink skewer here with the 4 staff. Oh, they're going to try to take a fight well outside the base. Singularity being aggressive. PPD may get caught out. Biver on the run. Skewers away on his little broomstick. Back to freedom. See you later, PPD. And with that, they definitely aren't pushing anymore.
Yeah.
I like the move there by Singularity, just not hesitating. Even with the PA down, feeling like they need to find an opening here, get a little breathing room, we'll be able to do so.
Yeah, their high ground defense is where they're very scary. Tiny repositioning, mag repositioning just make it so difficult to go high ground. I mean, that's a great play on the Kunka. You just skewer him back, pull NIP into your base. And unfortunately for PA, even with the Satanic, couldn't survive through the Blade Mail Axe Call.
It was very close to being a stolen RP, though. Biver was like a half second late.
It's an interesting strategy. I like to call it the Ankylosaurus. NIP, they have 3 cores, all with nearly 3,000 HP. 2 have blade mails. How does PA with only 2,000 health kill the enemies before killing them kills him?
You can't. That's why.
He can't escape his
it's
guilt.
the Ankylosaurus.
He's got Satanic. He's got an Oracle behind him, you know. It's doable.
I don't know how that relates to the dinosaur, but
Ankylosaurus is the one with the. It means
the armored tail.
armored back.
DNZ out of position.
Or is he? Space created. Totally. He's actually dead for 90 seconds.
Yeah, he went to clear a wave there and just got lifted up by Rubik. That was not a place he wanted to be. And then probably maybe just walk up here. That's one less hero that can reposition.
That is a dieback. He's out of the game for a very long time, and they've been relying on this Tiny to find the tossbacks. Glyph is there, slowing things down. Tier 2 is going to fall. Get a little extra gold in their pockets.
Gunner's realized the repositioning's a problem, so he keeps Xing himself just to hit the Tier 3 tower.
God, he's so tanky. They go for the Blink Skewer, but the Yule Scepter is going to dodge it and actually going to catch out the Magnus here. He's in trouble. He'll self-Yules. Tries to go for the RP. Not going to happen.
He's done the play coming. He lifted him as he blinked him for the Skewer.
And now they maybe go after this PA. They are the Blink Skewer. Come for a ride on my magic broomstick. Then Universe dragging him back further. There's the dagger. Doesn't have quite enough distance to actually kill him off, but that opens the way to the racks. No Glyph anymore. And Gunner is rapidly dealing with these.
Yeah. They just figured out Singularity. They know the plays they're looking to make with the tossbacks and the skewerbacks, and Viber is just already like ready to cast Telekinesis the second a hero blinks in to make that play. And it's just easy kills.
And you can tell he's got quick cast bound based on how he's playing it. Highly recommend anybody, if you're looking to be some quick-fingered player, you just bind your disable skill to a button, and then it'll spam click. And then you just, wherever your mouse cursor is, it'll then spam the spell there, and it's very easy to cover your allies if you do that method.
I will say, if you're not used to quick cast, it definitely takes some getting used to, though. It's like
of course,
your brain has to rewire itself a little bit.
Yeah, I think all the if you really want to be the best, like obviously Twitch chat is full of a lot of people, not quite top 5, but top 50. If you really want to take your game up to the next level on heroes like Tinker, you got to learn to play around quick cast.
Here comes the smoke. Singularity. This could be their last hurrah, and NIP in perfect position here up on the hill. They're ready for this. Well, or are they? They could catch Gunner. He starts to run away. The team's behind him. Dunshka backing off. The smoke's going to break. They know something's up.
PPD?
PPD sees him. He lobs out the nukes as well. Singularity still chilling there. Just kind of taking one to the mouth. And, well, now they're going to run away.
Classic PPD, knowing the right position to be in. Playing around that high ground.
Like, the smoke breaks and they're just sort of chilling. Like, do we go in? Do we back out? This is a really bad position.
It's so worrying because if you don't stay out on the map, you're going to give NIP a free Roshan, and that might just be GG if they get that. So Singularity feel pressured to, even though that smoke didn't work out, they still have to keep these lanes pushed and try find a different way to engage.
This Kunkka has a Satanic now. Almost 4,000 HP. Effectively with the boat. I mean, what are we talking? Like 6,000 or something? At least for the duration. You're not killing him anytime soon.
It gets very potent.
Bottom tower is under attack.
You know, PA's item progression has not really gone very far. Only managed to add a Sanj to her arsenal. They're going to make a move here. They managed to get off the Rupture. The Torrent to follow up. Where's that Oracle save? Can they keep him alive? They push him around. So much damage done from the Rupture. Now the call with the Blade Mail holding him back, but the Oracle is keeping him alive for the time being. Excalibur is going to have to retreat, and that leaves the team a bit exposed. Full HP. Well done. So a 1 for far, but now can they get them on the follow-up? Chasing forward is Skyder. Doesn't have another Rupture for 15 seconds. There's the toss. They want to punish this Bloodseeker. Tord comes through, though, also catching the Oracle. They'll munch him up. Gunner hacking away. This Kunkka feels nearly immortal. As Mag goes in again. He can't get off the RP. The quick reaction Torrent just timed perfectly, and now he's in danger. He'll end up going down. They chase forward looking for more. There's only one buyback here. There is an RP. NIP would have to, like, completely clump for even a hope and a prayer to be there for Singularity.
5-man RP into PA crits. That's your only play here.
I don't even know if that's killing the Kunkka. Maybe the other heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, Axe is 3,000 HP, 24 armor. It's looking real rough.
And if anybody gets a Blade Mail off, it's, lights out for PA. So it looks like they're going to give them the free racks. And NP playing very disciplined. They're not even going high ground with Gunner. Skyder's playing over on the side. He's got double Rupture, so this PA can't afford to do anything with that Rupture there unless Oracle is sitting behind him.
NIP on the verge of that date with Liquid. Singularity just... It doesn't feel like they've had a fight where it's been convincing in a good 15 minutes plus at this point.
That would be a rematch. Those teams met already in the playoffs where Liquid...
They, like, crushed them, right?
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was a 2-1.
I don't believe so. It was all 2-0s that day.
Yeah, you're right.
It's okay, Kyle.
It took them 33 minutes and 3 seconds and then 27 minutes and 44 seconds.
This one already quite a bit longer.
Roshan.
The Universe with the 2-hero call. Perfect play by him to start the party. Excalibur gets off his BKB. Then he tries to run away. He's been ruptured up. He's not hitting heroes, and he's losing HP. There's a great RP, but no follow-up for it. So is it great after all? Saberlight trying to skewer back. It's stolen once again. There's just too much firepower here on the NIP side. They could just man-fight this PA. She stays alive for now with the false promise. The heal's coming through, but it's not going to matter. They're slowly punching her down. Call as well. Working through her. She's got to back away. Peksu, he's done his best, but it's just not good enough. And with that, the GG.
Every fight, it's just Rupture on PA, Rupture on Razor. Razor dies, PA gets false promise, stays alive through the Rupture, but can't do damage. And the rest of NIP is just destroying them. Like, there's just too much for PA to deal with, from Halberd to Berserker's Call, Blade Mails, Ruptures, Kunkka Disable. You can't 1v5 this NIP lineup.
Yep, and they made it not just because they're so damn tanky, but the Blade Mails, the Mjolnir. How do you deal damage without dealing more to yourself? They
itemize very well for PA.
Yeah,
and, I mean, that it felt like the Razor had that great start and then just kind of disappeared in the mid-game.
Yeah,
it's true. It's sort of like holding a grudge. You know, you think that you're going to deal damage to your enemy, but in reality, you're just hurting yourself by holding on to all that poison. That's why you should be friendly, guys. Unfortunately, no matter how friendly they were today, Singularity just not enough to deal with the ninjas in their pajamas. But now they've got the real test. Liquid, 1 spot, 2 teams. What do you think, guys?
I think we're in for a much closer series. I think it's always hard playing those deciding matches after you've lost. You always feel a bit...
We're going...
Oh!
we're back.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Production didn't like us
Yeah.
for a second. They're just
Forget about that part.
Gods is talking shit.
Gods is garbage. We like Kyle. All right. Well, we like NIP here, guys. They look good. They're going to be facing off against Team Liquid. Winner of that match is going to the major. Loser will have a shot at redemption in the minor playoffs. We'll see you soon.